Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy. And I just have a little project today. If you go to Dollar Trees or dollar stores or anything like that, you may find these little boxes and they stack. There are usually 3 different sizes. I don't think I have seen 4. I have seen 3. And I had just a thought occur that I wondered if, I don't know, I don't like to just stack things for the sake of stacking things because it makes it hard sometimes. Yeah, now you would say, Tommy, you're a liar if you looked at my studio right now. But I didn't say but I said I didn't like it. But I got 3 of these similarly shaped boxes from my local Dollar Tree. And my idea is this. I want to stack them, fasten them together so that they only take up this much space. But if I want to get them down, I don't run the danger of just knocking all of everything that I've got in them all over the place. I hope that that sentence worked because I really like my grammar and I'm not sure I said that right. So when you do this, you do want to make sure you've got similar shapes. Although I guess if you wanted to, you could test it out in the store. You could have some different shapes, like the bottom of this one could be round. You could have 2 rounds and the flower. You could have a square and then a round and then the flower, or however it works for you. Just make sure in the store that you like the way it looks when it's stacked up. I will say that if you get 3 of the same kind in the different sizes, they'll all be the same color too, the same pattern, and you won't have to do any arranging that way. All right, the first thing that we need to do, and this one already came off on me, so it got ahead of me, is if it has this little 3-dimensional piece on the top, you will need to take that off of the bottom too. And then you'll also have to get this off. And you don't have to worry if it rips the picture below just a little bit. You're not going to see it anyway. I'm not going to throw that away. That's a good spacer. So I'm going to do that to the bottom too. Let's see if this one comes off fairly easy. Not as easily as the other one. I basically kind of knocked the other one off, and that one I had to pull off, you can see. There we go. All right, and you can save these to use somewhere else. Now, the next step is simply gluing. I'm just going to glue the bottom of this box to the top of this one. And I do want to make sure that it's centered. I don't have to make sure that the flowers are going the same direction because you're not going to see that other flower because it's completely hidden under this box. So to do that, I am going to use tacky glue, but I'm also going to throw on a little bit of Gorilla Glue. The tacky glue will fasten quick, and the Gorilla Glue will hold strong. I would use, glue sticks, but I don't have that out and handy right now, and I do have those 2 products handy. And this is the Gorilla Glue that I'm using. It's clear, just plain old Gorilla Glue. It's not any of the specialties like the Gorilla Wood Glue or the Gorilla White Glue or anything like that. And I'm putting a good amount on there because there is just a tiny little bit of concavity. It's a little concave. And so I am going to take these 2 apart. I'm going to set this on the top and make sure that it is centered where I want it to be all the way around. And then I'm going to pick it up and push them together. And I'm actually going to hold them for just a little bit. And then I'm going to do something else to make sure that it stays together. All right, I heard that pull apart again, so I know that this is what I need to do. I need to add just a little bit of help in the center there. So I've got a piece of packaging that just comes like in when you buy a TV or just any kind of packaging anymore. A lot of times you'll get it, especially if you're building like cabinets or something. And I'm just poking a hole through both the base of the smaller box and the lid of the upper box. And I am going to get a brad and stick it through that hole, and then that will help keep it together. I think I'm going to have to make my hole just a little bit bigger. I'm just going to take this brad. It's just a regular brad. Actually, it's a long-legged brad, but I mean, it's just a regular brad. I'm going to stick its legs through there. I'm going to push the two pieces together, and then I'm going to push the two legs down to help hold that. Now, you might think it's overkill to have the glue and then the glue and then the brad, but I don't want them coming apart. I want them to hold my things securely. All right, so there is that part. And then I'm going to just repeat the same thing with the bottom of the smaller box and the lid of the medium box. And I think I may actually poke my holes beforehand this time, just so I'm not having to stick my awl through glue and stuff. And I'm not trying to hold it together while I'm putting the brad in. And see, I'm just coming all the way through, making it big enough for the brad to go through. I'm going to add my two glues. I'm going to go ahead and stick my brad through there and stick it through the other part. Maybe. There it is. Make sure that they're lined up. And then I'm going to push them together. And, whoops, I didn't mean to put both brad legs to the same side. There we go. Push them together so that all my glues are together, the top and the bottom are together. And I'm going to hold this for just a minute like I did the other one. And then that will fit. Some of these shaped boxes, they go on one way. And then there's the top. Now, I was looking, I know that I have some little doorknobs, not doorknobs, drawer pulls. And I want to put one on the top, but I want to find it first so I know how big to make the hole in the top. But it doesn't have to have that knob, because, sorry, putting my things away before my glue dries, because look, and if you want to get something in the top, get it out of the top. You want to get something out of the middle, you can get it out of the middle. And the same for the bottom. It'd be a little bit easier when there's actually something in it, because the weight of something in it will help you to pull them apart. But I think it looks cute, and I think it'll look good sitting on a shelf, and I'm not going to worry about my stuff getting dumped all over the place. Just a quick little, I don't know, mess around thing that I am quite happy with the way that it turned out. Thank you for joining me today, and as always, be kind. Bye.